Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club for the Calcutta Races Spring Meeting Thursday, 1st of February 2024 race preview. The first race of the afternoon, the Golagong Handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. First runner we're looking at is Diamond Gold, who's come down from Hyderabad. The first start was in race number 77, where it took the turn in 4th spot, came up down the center and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Sporting Trainer, who came wide of the track, took charge into the last 100 meters and won that race by 2 1/4 lengths. Number 3, Helios. 3 starts for Helios so far in the season. First up in race number 32, finished on 4th to Pyrgos over 1400 meters. Again went over 1400 meters in race number 52, where finished on 8 to Oh My Darling. Last start was over 1200 meters, took the turn in 8th spot. Did not make any further improvement, finished on 8th of 9 runners. The winner here was Fort Nelson. Couple of runners. This was from race number 78, Pelagia, and number 11, Historic. Pelagia took the turn in 5th spot, dropped back slightly and finished on 6th of 8 runners. Number 11, Historic, who took the turn in front of the field and eventually stayed on in 3rd. The winner here was I Smell the Danger, who won that race by a length and a quarter. We had a couple of runners take part in the race number 59, Tamar and Lightning Charlie. Tamar took the turn in 7th spot and dropped back, eventually finished on 8th of 9 runners. Lightning Charlie, who took the turn in front, eventually was battling on but had to surrender the lead and eventually finished on 3rd. The winner here was Speculator, who won that race about 3 lengths. Number 8 is Valnerina. Couple of starts for Valnerina. First up in race number 1, finished on 5th to Tropical Lady over 1100 meters. Last start was over 1400 meters, took the turn in 5th spot. When asked for an effort, started to backpedal and eventually finished on 8th of 11 runners. The winner here was Blinky Bill, who won that race by a length and a quarter. Number 10 is Mars, Fear Out of Outer Space. 3 starts for Mars in this season. First up in race number 8, finished on 5th to Zuma over 1400 meters. Then in race number 19, went over 1600 meters, was on a start to finish mission, then ran out of gas and finished on 5th to Nord. Last start was over 1200 meters, again went on a start to finish mission, but then eventually dropped back and finished on 5th of 7 runners. The winner here was Almas, who won the race by almost 3 parts of a length. Number 13 is Misty Grey. Misty Grey has had 1 start so far in race number 25, where Misty Grey was slow out of the gates, took the turn in 6th spot, then came up with a late bid and eventually finished on 4th of 8 runners. The winner here was Tender Heart. We move on to the second race of the afternoon, the Grand Madame Handicap for horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of 2000 meters. We got 6 runners going to post for this one. First runner is Parker, who was winner in race number 40, where it went over 1600 meters. Last start, Parker went over 1600 meters again in race number 57, where it was in 5th spot as they entered the home straight. Then Parker started to gradually improve down the center in the green and yellow jacket and eventually finished on 3rd. The winner here was Flying Scotsman, who won that race by almost 3 1/4 lengths. Number 2 is Sea Eagle. Sea Eagle has had 3 starts, and first start was in race number 14, went over 1600 meters, finished on 3rd to Kiefer. Ran in the Oaks, was a little slow out of the gates, took the turn in 3rd spot, stayed on in 3rd. Last start was over 2400 meters, where Sea Eagle eventually took charge into the last 200 meters, was shaping like a winner, but there was a late surge by Amber Knight and Sea Eagle had to surrender the lead and finish on 2nd by almost half a length. Number 3 is Team Player. Couple of starts for Team Player after coming from Hyderabad. First up in race number 54, finished on 7th to Power of Thea. Last start in race number 81, went over 1200 again. Took the turn in last spot, did not make any further improvement, ran detached actually and finished on 9th of 9 runners. The winner here was Hall of Grace. Couple of runners from race number 72, Life is Good, who after coming down from Hyderabad, what a start this was for Life is Good, was in third spot as they entered the home straight, then took charge and won the race by almost 3 parts of a length. Number 6, Speed Goss, after winning an earlier start in race number 32, has had a couple of third place efforts. In race number 58, finished on third to Veneno, and this start finished on third to Life is Good, almost 5 lengths from the winner. Number 5 is Wonderful. Wonderful has mostly raced in Madras. This was the first start it had in Calcutta, and what a start this was for Wonderful. Went over 2000 meters, took the turn in 4th spot, then when asked for an effort, started to gradually make improvements and eventually got up and got stronger as it got close to the winning post, and he won this race by almost length and 3/4, beating Trident Star into second. We move on to the third race of the afternoon, the Cupid Handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be ridden by jockeys of internationally to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. The first runner we're looking at, number 1, Dance Along. Dance Along has had 3 starts in the season. First up in the 1000 guineas, finished on 5th to Longlease. Then in the Oaks, finished on 7th to Longlease. The last start was in race number 70, where it went over 1400 meters, was in 4th spot, but when asked for an effort, Dance Along started to drop back and eventually finished on 6th. The winner here was Mandolin. Number 2 is Veneno. Veneno was a winner in race number 58, where it went over 1600 meters. In her last start, Veneno went over 2000 meters. This was in race number 73, was in 6th spot, then came up with a late bid and eventually finished on 3rd of 6 runners. The winner here was Wonderful, who won that race by almost length and 3/4. Number 3 is Felix. Felix came down from southern India. This was the first start it had on the Calcutta track in race number 71. Took the turn in 5th spot and eventually finished on 5th, a little wide of the track. The winner here was Amber Knight, who won that race by almost half a length. This was over 2400 meters for Felix. For his Regency Gold, the start is from race number 81, where Regency Gold traveled wide throughout into the home straight, came up with a run down the center, but all it could do was finish on 6th of 9 runners. The winner here was Hall of Grace, who won that race by a widening margin of 5 lengths. Five is Impermanence. Couple of starts for Impermanence in this season. First up in race number 12, finished on 7th to Jamaica. Last start in race number 77, Impermanence was in 3rd spot and was racing towards the inside, was flattering for a while, but all it could do eventually was finish on 3rd. The winner here was Sporting Trainer, who came up with a late bid and won that race by almost 2 1/4 lengths. Couple of runners, Tender Heart and Magnite. Tender Heart was a winner in race number 25, where she went over 1100 meters, got the measure of ticker. Since then, Tender Heart, this was in race number 79, the one we are looking at, took the turn in 3rd spot and eventually finished on 2nd, came wide of the track. Number 9, Magnite. Magnite was in 2nd spot and was beaten into 3rd close home by Tender Heart. Number 7, Blinky Bill, after having a lung opener in race number 1, where finished on 7th after racing in a forward position. Race number 65 went on a start to finish mission, was given a breather into the last 600, then again kicked away from the field and eventually won that race by a length and 1/4, beating Asterisk into 2nd. Number 8 is Soul Music, winner of 1 start in race number 41, then finished on 2nd in race number 61 behind Cosmic Cowboy. Last start was a little slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 5th spot, then did not make any further improvement, finished on in 5th, the ride of Vinay Jaiswal. We move on to the fourth race of the afternoon, the Hong Kong Jockey Club Cup for horses 3-year-old only, to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. Three runners we're looking at from race number 69, Natural Grace, who has already won 2 starts. First it won in race number 38, got the measure of Just Dash. Over here, Natural Grace went on a start to finish mission and had about 8.5 lengths to spare to Sea Salt Caramel, who was another runner in this race. Sea Salt Caramel took the turn in 4th spot, came up with a run and eventually finished on 2nd. The other runner was Marcolini. Marcolini was in 2nd spot as they entered the home straight, then was beaten close home by Sea Salt Caramel into 3rd. Number 2 is Aurum. This was in race number 75, where Aurum went over 1100 meters, took the turn in 3rd spot, did not make any further improvement, finished on 3rd. The winner here was Global Influence, who won that race by almost 3.25 lengths. We move on to the fifth race of the afternoon, the feature race of the day, the Metropolitan for horses rated 95 and above in Class 1, to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. 4 runners took part in race number 76. Definitely the eye catcher of them was Snowfall, who was a winner in an earlier start in race number 46 over 1400 meters. Snowfall, after being totally out of the gates, was in 3rd spot and eventually finished on 3rd. We had Delphini, who was also slow out of the gates, took the turn in 7th spot, eventually finished on 5th. We had number 4 Golden Oaks, who was in 6th spot, dropped back and eventually finished on last. And number 6 Gazino, who was in 5th spot, made up a placing and finished on 4th. Number 3 is Summer Night. Summer Night has had 3 starts so far in this season. Finished on 3rd in race number 17 behind Tigrio. Again finished on behind Tigrio in race number 23. Finished on 2nd this time. Last start, Summer Night. This was in race number 46, where it took the turn in 2nd spot, then dropped back and eventually weakened. It was noted after the race that Summer Night was trotting lame the mount of S. Lane today. Number 5, Etosha. After coming down from Bangalore, what a start this was for Etosha in race number 27, was in 7th spot, then came down the center, took charge into the last 200 meters and absolutely blew the field away, won the race, beating them by about 4 lengths. We move on to the 6th race of the afternoon, the last race of the day, the Punter's Delight Handicap, a no-whip affair for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. The first runner we're looking at is Smash Shot, who came down from Madras after a win there. This was in race number 64, where it took the turn in 2nd spot, then the run petered out and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Black Eagle. Number 2 is Whistleblower. Whistleblower, after having a couple of starts being unplaced, the last start was a little slowly out of the gates, was in 4th spot, looks like was down and out, but then started to flourish into the last 200 meters, came like a bazooka, got into a battle with 67 and won the race by a neck today, the mount of Afzal Khan. Number 3 is Time. 1 start for Time in this season in race number 57, was in 2nd spot as they entered the home straight. Then Time started to weaken and eventually finished on 5th of 6 runners. The winner here was Flying Scotsman, who won that race by almost 3.25 lengths. Number 4 is Mr. Perfect. Generally likes to go to the front. Last start in race number 77 was ridden in check, was in 5th spot as they entered the home straight, but did not really change anything. Eventually dropped back further and finished on 6th of 7 runners. The winner here was Sporting Trainer, who won that race by almost 2.25 lengths. Couple of runners from race number 60 in embankment, definitely your eye catcher. Ran a forward, race was in second spot as they entered the home straight, then finished on fourth. Number 12, Calcutta. Calcutta took the turn in sixth spot, stayed on in sixth. Calcutta was a little slowly out of the gates. The winner here was Rocket Man, who won the race by a short neck. Number 6 is Almas, winner in race number 44. The one we are looking at was scheduled to start as a favorite in race number 61 but was withdrawn at the gates. Almas today the right of Vinay Jaiswal. Number 7 is Aretha. Aretha, this was in race number 58. Aretha was a little slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 6th spot, eventually stayed on in 6th. The winner here was Vinino, who won the race by almost 3 parts of a length. Today, Aretha ridden by Nikhil Naidu. Number 8, Hellblazer, who's had 4 starts so far, finished on 4th of each of his 3 starts. First 3 starts, last start in race number 73, took the turn in 5th spot, stayed on in 5th after coming out with a run towards the inside. The winner here was Wonderful, who won the race by length and a 3/4. Number 9 is By the Book. By the Book was installed the favourite in race number 20. Took the turn in 2nd spot when asked for an effort. By the Book did not really have the acceleration and eventually dropped back and finished on 4th of 10 runners. The winner here was Tropical Lady, who won the race by almost 2 1/4 lengths. Number 10, Asterix. Asterix has had 3 starts so far. Race number 26 finished on 5th. Jamaica over 1200 meters. Race number 59 finished on 8 to Speculator. And last start, Asterix took the turn in 3rd spot, came up with a late dash and eventually finished on 2nd. The winner here was Blinky Bill. Last runner for the day is number 14, Ticker. Ticker has had 4 starts, couple of eye-catching starts to start the season with. In race number 25, finished on 2nd to Tender Art. Race number 44, finished on 2nd to Almas. Then subsequently has finished on 4th of each of his last 2 starts. Last start took the turn in 4th spot, stayed on in 4th. The winner here was Swift Lady, who won the race by almost 4 lengths. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races.